Wow, it's a beautiful day. We're going to go out and going to fly the drone out on the river. We're going to show you the change of the seasons. Well, summer gave way to fall, and fall gave way to winter. This is where we're at now, and what a beautiful day it is today. Look at this. Wow, bright and sunny. I'm so happy to see the sunshine. What a difference it makes when the sun comes out. I love hanging out here down by the dam, down by the riverbank. It's just wonderful. Here we are in November. We've got a bit of fall colors here. I'm walking around like I always do. Look at the dam. Wow, there's mist on the water there. Look at that. I've framed this shot hundreds of times. I just love coming here and looking at it. It's so beautiful. And the mist on the water, really super nice. Sun's coming up, lighting up the mist over the water. Another beautiful day. I just can't get enough of it here. There's all kinds of crap that's been washing up, ladders and stuff, but we don't worry about that. There's the water going over the dam like it always does. Beautiful. I love the mist over the dam. Look at that, wow. With the sun coming through it, it really lights it up. It's quite beautiful. This is one of the nicest places that I know of, and we've covered a lot of ground all over Canada, United States. I keep coming back here. There's been tremendous amounts of wildlife here. Mergansers, kingfishers, osprey, eagles. It's really super nice here. And it's not too far to drive either. In the low light, you never know what you're going to see. Out there is where the kingfisher used to come all the time. He hasn't been there much lately because there's so much fishing going on here. You can see a hot air balloon off in the distance. When it starts getting cold in the mornings, that's when the hot air balloons come out. There's a couple of ducks here, but nothing like what I'm used to. I enjoy it here, I really do. I come here, look for the mink, geese flying by in formation here across the leaves behind. Trees really coloring up. It's getting towards the end of fall now. If you hang around to the end, you're going to see me flying the drone over this. It's so beautiful here. And there's lots of beautiful photographs. If you look in the description of the video, you'll see a link towards a website where you can buy some of our photographs if you're so inclined. But I hope you'll stick around to the end of the video, because I've got a couple nice pictures. Look at the fish jumping here a little bit. Hey, you see them jumping. The insects are flying over the water. Here's a lone seagull keeping watch. A couple of ducks floating around here. We've had wood ducks here and mergansers. This is just your basic mallard duck here. Still pretty enough, iridescent. I'm just strolling down the pathway here. Get chipmunks here, red squirrels, amphibians like this. I'm always so happy when I see a frog or a toad because they're sort of endangered almost. And here's a butterfly. Only got the one butterfly as far as I can remember all year here. Look at the mist, the sun streaming through the trees and the mist on the water. It's so beautiful. The colors are starting to come out. We saw the colors come and go in Algonquin Park, and now they're just coming here. I've seen deer walking across this bridge here, down the trail. Beavers walking across there right in front of me. Look at this with the super wide angle lens on the Olympus. It really brings the leaves in. A little bit of a longer lens there looking down the path. The rows and rows of corn here. Now they're letting it dry in the field, I imagine. They're letting this dry for silage. And then they come in when it's pretty dry and they cut it down and harvest it and chop it up and put it in the silos. Beautiful colors through the trees here. This is one of the places I hang around watching for birds, because the birds come out. They'll land right on your hand here. Now look at that, frosty morning. It's starting to happen. Look at that. The frost comes and the leaves change color. It's like magic. So beautiful. Looking down the river here. Yeah, the sun is quite high in the sky, so everything looks a bit different. Little bit of backlit foliage here. I kind of like it. It's just sort of an abstract. Lots of sheep here. They're pretty interesting. Frosty fields. Look at the frost in the foreground and off in the distance. Those hay mounds are pretty amazing. Sun coming up behind the farm. There's the moon, beautiful moon out there. It's nice to be out in the country a little bit. You get clear skies. These birds are hanging in. The little woodpecker here, downy woodpecker, just running along the branch he was there. That was funny. Posing for his picture there. There's some seeds in the background where the ladies put seeds out for them. This one is really curious. He got so close to me. The mourning dove with the sun shining right on it. I love that. Black-capped chickadee here. Inquisitive squirrel. Look at that. They're pretty happy. They got a little something to eat, then they're happy. Look at this guy, he's begging for more food. This is one of my backyard squirrels, this fella. A black squirrel here. I'm trying to pick up all the colors and reflections that I can find. A wide angle lens here pulls in lots of color on the right hand side and going down the path here. A little leading line going off into the distance behind the trees. Same sort of thing with the sky here. You got a bit of an S curve with the clouds. Just a point of interest. I like the sun coming through the trees. We've got so many Canada geese here. They're always around. Kingfishers and osprey and eagles are harder to find, that's for sure. Beautiful sunset. Here again, the 7mm lens on the Olympus really pulls in lots of sky. Looking across the bridge here. It's autumn. It's Halloween coming up and lots of gourds and pumpkins being harvested. Everybody's decorating pumpkins for Halloween. So the harvest season is pretty much over. Look at that farm. Look at all the corn and everything. I guess those big stooks are like corn husks and everything. It's pretty amazing. Look at the size of the barn there. Really industrious. This is what the monarchs love, the milkweed. I'm so happy when I see these things around. And they're quite pretty too. I used macro lens here and focus stacking to get a lot of detail in these pictures. 60mm macro on the Olympus and focus stacking. Here's a red-tailed squirrel with getting a little bit of sunshine to highlight his tail. They're so shy, these guys, and they're so pretty too. Love to photograph them. Look at this one getting away on me. Black cap chickadee flying right into the lens. So beautiful, doing a yoga stretch here. A raven. Juvenile eagle here looking over his domain, but he had enough of me pretty quick and flew away. Now we got the winter coming in. Look at the snow blowing. I just love this shot here. The birds are not too impressed with all the snow, but they hang in there and we feed them. They get by. Squirrels keeping their hands warm. This cardinal is not too impressed with being wind blown in the snow. So cute. Look at the way his crown is fluffed up in the wind there. Really super nice. Now, like I said, if you stick around to the end of this video, you're going to see some nice drone shots and some stills. Here I am taking some groceries out to Eric, making sure he's okay. He's doing all right. He's got big mitts on there and he's out of the cold. Here he was one evening with the fire going. That's at 80,000 ISO, really high speed. Look how cold it is. It's just freezing here. Can't believe it. The water frozen right solid. Yeah, as long as it keeps flowing like that. But sometimes it freezes right over. I'm out at the end of the trail now. This is where I see the kingfisher sometimes. I haven't seen them. I don't think I've seen them this year at all there. I've seen some other ones, but not the ones here. Firing up the drone now. Look at the frost on these branches in front of me here. I'm sending the drone up now. I'm always so full of apprehension when I launch the drone. I'm just afraid that's not going to come back. I kept it fairly low here over the water to try and get detail. What I wanted to see was this frostiness on the branches and the plants in the foreground. And just flying along the bank here where the snow is on the rocks. It's so much fun doing this. Now I'm blasting down towards the dam here. I'm watching. You gotta be careful. I lose track of where it is in the sky. It's really hard to keep track of it when I'm looking on the screen and shooting video. But it's something to learn. A new skill. And how else would I get shots like this? So beautiful. I mean, it's just beautiful. We had such gray skies for days, like weeks, and then we got some sunshine and I just felt wonderful. I got out and made some photographs, shot some video, and I was just delighted. And now it's all gone again, so we're in the haze and mugginess, just waiting for the sun to come out and light up the snow, because when the sun shines on the snow, it's just beautiful. There, we're flying over the bridge right now, looking at some ducks down there. Just imagine their cold little feet paddling under the water. This is what interests me. Look at those branches on the tree. All frosty. Off in the distance. Wow. That's the parking lot down there. Looking towards the dam and out over the farmers' fields. This is like 10 miles from my front door and I'm out here. I just love it. Look at this. Now we're coming in for a landing. Beautiful trees down there. Beautiful snow on them. We get toadstools and mushrooms and birds' nests and birds and so many things here. It's just super. There it is. I see it again. I'm trying to land on that mat, but the thing was a couple feet off for some reason, and I was a bit clumsy when I landed it. I threw the mat out there, but it just didn't find the mat. I don't really know why. Landed on the snow, but it was okay. Well, it sure is a beautiful day on the river today. The sunshine is glorious. Beautiful pictures just seem to abound everywhere. I flew the drone, I shot black and white film, I shot slide film. Got so many things to look forward to this winter. It's going to be a really good winter, and I was feeling so down about it. What a beautiful day. Just add sunshine and everything is so much better. I wasn't even cold out there. The day before I was out, I couldn't stand the cold. My hands were freezing numb. A bit of sunshine makes all the difference. I was so delighted. Here I'm shooting Leica shots here. I'm shooting film. I brought both Leicas, so now I'm shooting black and white 400 ISO film with the polarizer on there. That shot with the Olympus with the 7mm super wide. Now I've got a 7mm, which is 14 on the Olympus. My widest lens for the Leica is 21mm. So this is at 7mm. This is quite a bit wider. Now this is about a little tighter shot here. I'm very excited to process the film. I'm walking back here. I gotta watch my step because there's holes into the ice that go down and you just sink right in. It's not that easy to walk through there. But I'm having fun. I'm coming out. I'm so much happier. I really am. I was really down. I wasn't enjoying things at all. Now all of a sudden we get a bit of sunshine, and all I can do now is think ahead to the beautiful pictures I'm going to be able to take this winter. I'm looking forward to snowy owls and just all kinds of things we're going to find. This is a shot from the drone here. Just a long exposure. Beautiful shot here out in the country with the 40 to 150 on the OM1. Look at this. This puts me in mind of Vincent van Gogh. I love this shot. This is a 16 by 20, double matted, framed under glass. Reminds me of Vincent. I love these grain fields. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like, subscribe. Come on back again real soon.